Praise be Jesus and Mary. So today we celebrate this Franciscan saint, Saint Ignatius of Laconi. He was born in the year 1701 in Laconi, which is on the island of Sardinia, off the coast of Italy. And he was born to pious peasant parents. Right? This is what we hear so often, it seems, in the lives of the saints, that they're born in relative poverty and simplicity. This seems to cultivate sanctity. It'd be a good seed ground for sanctity. So in the year 1721, when he was 20 years old, he entered the Capuchin Franciscans as a lay brother. And he would end up dying in the year 1781 at the age of 80. Now, the last 40 years as a Franciscan friar, his duty was to be the questor for the friary. In other words, he would walk around the streets of Cagliari, which is where his friary was, and he would ask the people in the streets and visit the inns along the port, because this was a coastal town, asking them for alms, both for the friars and to relieve the suffering of the poor. And so this he did for the last 40 years of his Franciscan life. A good example of constancy and perseverance. And as he got older, his eyesight degenerated. By the time he was 78, he was totally blind. And some were encouraging to give up his work. You know, you're older now, it's time to retire, basically, and take it easy, which is reasonable and makes sense. But instead, the saint, in his generosity, continued to do his job as questor for those last 2 years, notwithstanding he was blind. So again, a good model of generosity, constancy, and perseverance in the love of God and the service of neighbor. Now, how does one obtain that type of generosity, constancy, and perseverance? One obtains it by being persevering in prayer. And that's what today's reading for the office of St. Ignatius talks about from the writings of St. Bonaventure. He says, to make progress in the spiritual life, it is especially important to train the soul in unflagging zeal for prayer. If a religious person lacks devotion and is lukewarm and prays only infrequently, he is miserable and unprofitable. You must not grow weary of praying, but soar aloft in ardent prayer till you enter the wonderful dwelling place, the house of God. And so that is the key. Never to go backward in the life of prayer, so as always to go forward in the life of virtue. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.